Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing just superb out there. And Today we are going to talk about editorial cartoons, what editorial cartoons are, why they are important. Let's start our today's online lecture, editorial cartooning. So, so what editorial cartoons are? So, editorial cartoons are comic with a purpose. You need to understand that there should be some purpose for that cartoons. They're also called political cartoons. Basically, they make a comment about issues in the news, especially issues that matter to public. They are opinion based. Uh, they are effective. Why they are effective? Because they are visually powerful. They are basically quick and easy to read. People who won't read an entire editorial will glance at a cartoon. They are easy to understand. They are often subtle. So most people get the message quickly. That's why editorial cartoons are very effective. And what are those elements that make an editorial cartoon effective? Let's look into them. Number one is the editorial technique. A good editorial cartoonist rely on a toolkit of persuasive and artistic techniques to generate a response in the readers. When used effectively, these techniques discussed on the following slides can create strong emotional and logical responses in readers. Let's see what are those techniques. Many cartoonists are interested in starting a debate or a discussion. You may not agree with the opinion presented, but if it prompts to you to talk about it, it can be considered as a success. So editorial cartoonists want to influence the public discourse. Symbolism is again very important element. One thing stands in for something else. So editorial cartoons rely on images and symbols. There isn't time or space to use enough text to explain complex issues. As a result, a complex issue or a large group of diverse people may be distilled down to a single image. What do these symbols are and what do these symbolize? A dove, for instance, peace, a beaver, Canada, Uncle Sam, the USA, a bull and a bear, the stock market, a white flag, probably surrender or peace. So these are some symbols, and these symbols can be effectively used in any editorial cartoon. So look at this image. This image symbolizes something like there is a hand grenade and there is an eagle sitting on it. As you know, eagle is a national bird of United States of America, and it symbolizes USA. While Iraqi democracy is kind of a, they actually symbolized it with a grenade and how our United States is standing on that grenade and that can explode at any time. This is another cartoon. So exaggeration and distortion, certain elements of the visuals are distorted to draw extra attention to them. So what is distorted and how it is distorted will depend largely on the effect that the artist hopes to create. For example, a politician or country that is acting like a bully might be made disproportionately huge, or an overwhelming underdog might be made just as disproportionately small. Look at these cartoons. There's another cartoon, stereotypes. Stereotypes are more often than not insulting generalizations that may or may not have any bias in fact. That said, they can be put to incredibly effective use by immoral or unscrupulous people. Some stereotypes are less negative and can be used by the artist to create humor, just like that. Caricature. So caricature help us identify news figures quickly by emphasizing and exaggerating the most recognizable feature of the person. So caricatures are not always flattering, but make it clear who the artist is drawing, even if his or her artistic skills are limited. Look at this. There's such kind of caricatures are very important in Pakistani newspapers. Probably you have recognized this person, this politician. Humor and irony. Humor can sometimes take the edge of a serious or controversial subject. Humor can also be used to ridicule a person, group, or issue that the artist believes to be embarrassing or wrong. By making people laugh at something, the artist has the power to make it less powerful. Another tool is irony. A statement that is the opposite of what is meant can also be used to draw attention to an issue that is important to the artist. Just like that. Captions and labels. Words can be used, very few words, however, to emphasize or explain some aspects of the drawing. The artist may also use captions and labels to make it completely clear who or what is pictured in the drawing. A picture may be worth 1,000 words, but sometimes one or two more words make the picture worth even more. Just like that. In this cartoon, you can see there is Mr. Prime Minister, and he's doing something, and there are certain people sitting in front of him. Just like that. There's another cartoon, Economy. So you see, this symbolizes something that will never be achievable. Mostly cartoons deal with single ideas. You cannot put two or three ideas in a single cartoon. So most of the time, editorial cartoons deal with single idea. They are humorous because humor make them more digestible and people actually take them quite easily. It exerts influence on the reader. They are realistic. They entertain their readers. Some steps in editorial cartooning and what they are. Know the main issue, what you wish to draw a cartoon on, or you need to ask your cartoonist to draw the cartoon. Sometimes the editor are not cartoonists. There is a separate person who draw cartoons for any newspaper. Know the main issue that you wish to draw a cartoon. You need to have basic information on that issue. Illustrate through the aid of effective symbols that fit the general opinion of the editorial staff on that issue. Shading can be employed for emphasis. Focus on one topic only. Limit the use of your words. Just like this cartoon, if you see, it seems like Mr. Musharraf, and there is a cigar uh, between his lips, and there is four words written on that cigar, APML, that is the political party that is run by Mr. Musharraf. Then there's a lighter in his hand. There are two words written on lighter, media and statements. So obviously it symbolizes something. Use universal or common symbols. Details in the drawing are not necessary. Simplicity of the drawing is encouraged, but the message is clear and intact. Draw clearly facial expressions and prominent identity, especially when drawing a person, because your readers need to identify that person. You may apply allusions as background scenes such as superheroes, gladiator events in a cavalry and other common settings, but not all the times. Present accurately the issue, just like that. Limit the things to be drawn from 3, 5 only to illustrate the idea. Do not add a lot of elements in your cartoon. Just like that, if you see, pencil, pen, and newspapers, they symbolize journalism, freedom of press, etc. Dove, it symbolizes freedom, peace, democracy. Mullaism, obviously this cartoon symbolizes Mullaism in Pakistan, a very famous our cartoonist in Pakistan, Sabir Nazar. He actually designed this cartoon. Chain symbolizes suppression of freedom, maltreatment, and slavery. This symbolizes sperm. It symbolizes this syringe, symbolizes cure, death sentence, drug addiction sometimes. Abusive person of authority actually is symbolized by a croc. Justice is symbolized by mallet. Beggar is symbolizes by the poverty is symbolized by the beggar. Blindfolded, justice. Big waves, something big is happening. Mask, uh, eagle again, USA. Bar of gold, riches. High rising buildings, prosperity probably. Key, some solution. Huge rocks again. Rising sun, hope, something like that. Skull with crossbones, it symbolizes death, something danger. Multi-tattooed man, obviously, you can take it into many connotations. So at the end of this lecture, you have an assignment. So complete the following for one or two cartoons you have analyzed. Briefly describe the cartoon, what issue is being addressed, list the key objects in the cartoon, what is the cartoon's message. In other words, how do you think the cartoonists feel about the issue? So this assignment will be uploaded on Moodle as well. So you need to complete this assignment. Again, is the artist successful in sending the message? Is the cartoon effective? Why or why not? Is there any person or group that might be specifically offended by this cartoon? Would they be justified in this feeling? Submit the final product as an assignment at the end of this lecture, and it will be uploaded on Moodle as well. That was it today, guys. I hope you all will be doing great out there. And I have deleted that Padlet I uploaded yesterday, and it gave me immense satisfaction that you have done it in a great manner. Thank you very much for staying patient during this lecture. I'll see you in next lecture, which is how to write opinions. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.